great weather we're having here today. It's supposed to be like this all weekend. This is the second week of ownership of the Street Triple. Since I can't ride, well, I don't want to ride on it, especially, I mean, I haven't put a half a mile on this thing. I've just rode it around the parking lot here. So I don't want my first couple experiences of riding it to be in weather like this. I want to get used to the bike first. Sorry about all that. So I've got a little bit of space in here. I've got that I ordered, rear lift, and I've got all kinds of goodies and parts that have came in past 2 weeks. I'm standing out here in the rain making a video. A lot of it is for this bike. There's a couple pieces that are riding gear related, but a lot of them are for this bike. One of the things I want to try to address is getting this ginormous thing off here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not just yet. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room on each side. I might. Lightning out there. Now, one thing I did the day I brought this bike here is I painted that with that truck bed stuff, and I painted that with the truck bed stuff. I know the lighting is terrible, and I'm sure y'all can hear the thunder, but I was pricing some of them, and a link come up for an unreal price, and from AliExpress. Now, I don't have any experience with AliExpress, so I figured I'd give them a shot. I mean, roughly 25-30% of the cost of ordering it on eBay or on the interweb somewhere else for them carbon fiber bits. So that's what I ordered. I figured I'd start with a couple small things that I knew I wanted blacked out. And if it was of good quality and it fit good, etc., I might order more. So that's what I'm going to get into on some of these mods. Not all the mods are going to be done today. We're not going to crack all that stuff over there open today. I don't have the time, and the weather clearly isn't cooperating. So, but I want to at least mess around with it some. And so even though I'm in a thing, I'm sure you can see the water is splashing all the way to here. So I might roll the bike further forward and see if I can adjust this situation to my advantage. But I do want to try to tackle that. I also ordered smoked out one of these that's supposed to have integrated blinkers in it. Now I'm still going to put on, I bought some blinkers to try that I saw in another video. I'm still going to put on blinkers. I think this is just going to be added blinker. But I have no idea what I'm doing. I watched a couple of videos, mind you, but I've never, turned a wrench on this. So let me figure out how to get some of this stuff apart, and we'll go from there. I also want to remove the pegs, and I've got a plate or whatever that's supposed to go back up in here. I might tackle that today as well. I don't know. I'll just have to see how this goes, how the weather holds up. But figured we'd try to tackle most of the rear end stuff today, if at all possible. So, and lightning, more and more lightning. I might end up losing power here, y'all. If that's the case, I'm not going to get anything done. But y'all probably won't know it because I'll edit all this out of the video. Anyway, I'll get back with you, show you what I am accomplishing or not accomplishing. Alright guys, forgot to tell you, I bought a little kit. I've also got some, these are Allens. I bought them off of Amazon. Pretty inexpensive, but I also have some Star Torx, whatever bit things coming, a slightly smaller pack, but I'm about to open them because that's mostly what this bike uses. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn this around. Alright, so I installed the tail light You can see it there. Got it in. Now you have to remove these side panels. You can tell it's not totally tight. And you need to loosen this up as well, just to get the tail light, out of that housing. I put it back together and I started on the tail tidy, as you can clearly see. I got the wires ran and everything, and I started, I had it bolted down. I realized, I don't know if I can get you in there. You see that gap? This here? When I put that piece back on, apparently, I'm not familiar with this bike, so, but apparently it clips into that, and I did not catch that. So I'm having to undo everything I have done, just about. I'm gonna have to take these off, which is just 3 bolts. Then I've got to take a couple bolts out of this and slide it back just enough, because there's there's plastic tabs in here. I think they just hook. I don't know exactly. I haven't got in there yet, but clearly that ain't good and that ain't right. So, and I hadn't heard anybody else talk about it, because maybe they're not as big as idiots as me, but yeah, that's not good. So learn from me. And when you go to put this back on, this it's the tail piece, but it's not the side pieces. When you go to put it back on, make sure those are in place before you have to undo your work. But I really dig that smoked tail lens. And as you can see, I've got some aftermarket blinkers I'm going to run in conjunction with, if it's not too hard to wire them up with the other wires. I'll just have to see. Still playing around. If I don't use these, I don't know. Put them up front, I guess. But I saw them in another video, and they bolt up like the Triumph factory blinkers. So you got a hole for the wire, and then you got a bolt. And that's how the factory ones do. That's how them up there do. Or should I say, right here, that's the factory blinker. But just wanted to give you a quick heads up. Alright guys, got the integrated smoked out tail light. I went ahead and left the blinkers for now instead of wiring them up. I want to try it out a couple different ways. I ordered this off of AliExpress, and it looks pretty darn good to me. Just a little seat cowl for the passenger seat. Alright, next thing we're going to tackle on this bike, as far as mods go, is I'm going to remove these 2 pegs. I have these Evotech plates that fill in. I don't know if you can see. We'll see where they go up in there. That rectangle that's kind of cut out of the plastic right there. They'll cover most of that. I don't think it's the exact fit or whatever, but it'll cover most of that. But I'm gonna figure out another place to put that so it's easy access. I might just put it back here in the back. Battery tender lead. But yeah, you got to take out your battery, which if you know how to take out your seat, the key does this part, and then there's 1 bolt right here, and then the seat slides out. The battery used to reside right there. It is over there on the ground. But I took the leads loose, put the screw back in it, because inside the battery terminal there's a little I think it's a lead, call it a nut or whatever, and I always put the screws back in so they don't slide and fall out down here, because it'd be impossible to chase it down. But I'm gonna wipe it out real quick or blow it out something. But the bolts, you can see right there, and that one right there, and then it's the exact same thing on the other side. They're just 2 bolts that bolts it on. I don't know about that 3rd one. No, that 3rd one goes to something else. But there's a 3rd one right there. but that don't have nothing to do with the hang. So, only to get your battery out, this is just a little rubber strap. You kind of pull, get the slack on it, and you can undo it. Real easy, straightforward. So I'm gonna figure out what size. Probably about a 12 or 13 mil, I think. But I'm gonna find out what size. I'm gonna put a wrench on them and take them off real quick, and then I'll get back and show you when I'm putting on those deals. Kind of show you what's up. If I run into anything interesting though, I'll cut in and show you what's up. All right, guys. In conclusion, got the seat and everything back on, battery and all installed. There it is. No rear passenger pegs. And I think I cleaned up that rear end nice. Just gives it that, I don't know, a little more airy, aerodynamic or whatever, sleek look or whatever. Just having those off there. You weren't serving a purpose and you're never going to. So. This is not a bike I would consider passenger friendly. That's what that one would be for. This is more of just a personal rocket. But that'll wrap it up for the rear peg install. Next video will either be exhaust or something, or maybe up front here. Maybe we'll get some stuff done up there. Not sure yet. Just gonna whatever I'm in the mood to do when I get back. I'm gonna have to roll that bike out here and get a good shot of all this that I've done to the rear end out here in the sun. Well, out here in the brighter area. So, but for now, that's her. Thanks guys for watching. Do all the YouTubey things, or subscribe or whatever, or don't, whatever you want to do. But it would be the easiest way for you to get notified when the next video pops up, and it's free. So later.